What's up everyone? I recorded this video on Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. It's 42 Fahrenheit, 6 degrees Celsius. And I'll be walking through two enclaves in the Victorian Flatbush section of Brooklyn, that being Fiske Terrace and West Midwood. And both of these places are separated by this station house on the Q train, the Q subway. This station house here is a landmark building. It was declared a landmark in 2004. You can see it's like built in an old house here. It's even got the old chairs. You can even go inside it, take a look. This station was formerly called Fiske Terrace, but it got renamed to Avenue H. And here's a map we could see. This is Fiske Terrace right here, and over here is West Midwood. There's no way to cross over the other side unless we go through the station house. That's the Q train right there. So let's get this walk started. Originally, this land was all forest, and then it got developed into farmland. Fiske Terrace along with Midwood Park were developed together with individual design housing by the T.B. Ackerson Company in 1905. They completely bought the area. It was raised within 18 months, and it gave way to about 150 custom-made homes. And prominent people of this area included Richard Hellman. You may know him as the creator and the founder of Hellman's Mayonnaise. And Charles Ebbets, the owner of Ebbets Field Baseball Stadium, which is no longer there, and the Brooklyn Dodgers. So let's go and take a look at Victorian Flatbush. Here you can see the signs are green, Avenue H and East 17th Street, but on that far corner over there, you can see that the street signs turned brown. And that's one way you can tell that it's a historic district. Another way you can tell too is now we've got these nice medians here. You can even check out this home here, old Victorian home. Now, old Victorian Flatbush is pretty much broken up now. Part of it is developed and some of it retains its historic character like this. But much of Victorian Flatbush is now thought of as Ditmas Park, current day Ditmas Park. This area was some of the earliest suburbs because that subway, back then it was the Brooklyn Rapid Transit, expanded in the area. They sold this area as the village in the city. All the utilities got put underground, and they really thought of this area out with these nice trees and medians. The Flatbush Malls over here being one of them. But there's different types of homes here. Some include Victorian, shingle-style colonial revival, neo-Tudor Spanish Mission, and Georgian. And they say that this is one of the largest collections of old Victorian homes in the country. This is also very close to Brooklyn College, which is a city university school. Just amazing looking homes here. You would never think that this is in Brooklyn or even New York City. The street sign on the top, it even says Fiske Terrace Historic District. Despite this area being a landmark area, there's still plenty of street noise. I guess you can't get around it when you live in New York City. It's gonna be noisy. Take a look at even these lamp posts. Looks like the bottom half is brick and the top looks like a colonial style. The subway just passes right by the end of the street here. That's another thing too. You're gonna hear that subway noise all the time just by living here. This home here even has swings on the porch. I'm sure this area would look a lot more pretty in the springtime and the autumn when there's more green on the leaves. Look at the end of this block here. They have a wooden fence separating this block from the subway. Let's take a peek down. This, I would say, is the main area of Fiske Terrace with the Flatbush Malls. But I want to walk one more block to the north and then go down 18th Street back to Avenue H, and I'll wrap around to the Midwood community on the other side of the train tracks. Looks like FedEx is making a delivery. I didn't even notice this at first, but take a look at this interesting brick design in the street here. I don't know what's the meaning of this, but it looks very pretty and unique. Kind of is like a brick oval. On the top here it says Fiske Park - Midwood Park Historic District. Who knows how much one of these properties costs. I would have to think several $1,000,000. Not only that, but it will be difficult to do improvements to the home as it has to go through the Landmarks Commission. Looks like there's even more homes down that way. And here's Glenwood Road. This street has so many trees on it. I really can't believe this is New York City now with all these old homes. This one looks incredibly well maintained. Oh my goodness. Can you get more yellow in this house? I wonder if West Midwood is going to be any different than this area. I like how this home has the address written on the top of the awning there. This blue house across the street must be the luckiest house on the block because its numeral is 777. A little bit of water. Let's try to get around it as best I can. As you can see, this is a pretty friendly community. Lots of people walking their dogs. Some of these homes can easily be in like architectural magazines. Also, I didn't even address the different species of trees in this area. I've noticed just as I walk past, sometimes they have these labels on the trees nailed to them. I saw a pine oak tree, and I think there was a cranberry tree. Here's another one pinned to it. This is a London plane. Who knows how old these trees are. All right, let's check out the other side now, West Midwood. You can see just one block down that way, on the other side of the street, the street signs changed to green. This subway station in front of me was recently renovated, by the way. The station house a few years ago was in need of repairs. And I think they made it ADA accessible now too. I don't think it was before. In this part of Brooklyn, they name their avenues consecutively by the letter of the alphabet. So there's an Avenue I and then an Avenue J. Avenue J, you may know as being the home of DeFaro Pizza. That pizzeria is quite often said to be the best pizza slice in New York City. There's a few local shops around here. This one's Midwood Deli, after the name of the neighborhood of Midwood.
You didn't like the hotel itself?
Once again, here's the station house. Hello. Wow, does that cat live here? Has a tag on it. Very friendly. Seems to be well fed and not lost. Okay, and now we have West Midwood. Here's the other side of the Avenue H subway station. You can see several of these homes here, old designs. I don't notice the brown street signs here though. Maybe as I go in another block or two, it'll have brown street signs. I hope that this area is landmarked. Sometimes it has to go through the political process in order to have those brown street signs and to landmark these buildings. But there are a lot of notable places in New York City which you think would be landmarks, but they're not. One of the most notable is the Macy's flagship department store. You would think that building would be landmarked, but it's not. All right, let's go on Rugby Road over here. Maybe we'll see some nice homes. And we are greeted with a lot of nice homes here. Oh my gosh, how old is this street lamp? Looks like it's even ready to fall over and it's so rusted. Let's check this out. I really like this home with the different columns and the blue porch and the brown top. There's also a home there for sale across the street. So yeah, I guess this is not a historic district by the city, but from my observation, I think it should be. Looks just as nice as Fiske Terrace next to it. Yet another street lamp here that looks like it's pretty old. Wonder if they even light up anymore. Here's another street lamp. It has a message in front of it. Let's read what it says. The green light is in honor of our armed forces who are serving currently and all those that have served. Make yours green, let them know we care. It's a really nice message. Really feels like you're transported in another world when you come over here. And look at this, Glenwood Street and Glenwood Road and Rugby Road. More of an extension of the Flatbush Malls. Down over there on the western side, there's a busy street there. That's Coney Island Avenue. This is probably a part of New York City that most people do not know about, with all these Victorian homes. I'm sure most people have known of Midtown Manhattan, the financial district, even trendy neighborhoods like Williamsburg, Astoria, Flushing, Queens, or even the area of Riverdale in the Bronx. But Fiske Terrace, nobody knows about. I really love this aqua green. Even parts of Staten Island people have heard about. And now we've reached a dead end. See if we can spot a subway coming by. I like how they have flower pots at the end. Really cool to see this. I don't hear a subway coming by. It may take a while. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap my video up here. Thank you so much for joining me on this walkthrough of the Victorian Flatbush section of Brooklyn in Fiske Terrace and West Midwood. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.